Wow, I am impressed. I am not covered in baby vomit and it is past 12:30. But I'm not here to talk about my dirty laundry. I'm actually here to make an announcement, and that is to let you all know that I will be ending Millie and Monica as a reselling channel. I will keep this channel, but I will be moving forward in a different direction, and I wanted to come on here and just let you know in case you've been a long time follower, as some of you are, and I've been absent for now quite a while, the past 9 months actually, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that and where we're going from here. And maybe you want to stay subscribed and maybe you don't, and that's completely fine. So yes, it's been 9 months since my last video, and at that time I was pregnant, and since then I have moved into a new home and I've had a baby. My son did come a month early at 4 pounds 4 ounces, and that was not surprising actually, because I had 4 weeks to prepare for him to come early, and that's not what this video is about at all, but it definitely has contributed to where I'm going. So in my YouTube absence, I've really had some time to kind of ponder and think, along with just being exhausted. And with that, I have just come to the conclusion that having a reselling specific channel does not really work. I just don't have a passion or drive to continue on with this channel the way it is. I do not have the content. I do not want to just continue to make little haul videos. They're not something that I can get excited about, nor do I just don't have the content. Let's just be honest. I do not have the same amount of content that I did before. Reselling with a baby isn't quite what I expected. And again, having a preemie, having a tiny baby, there were definitely some different challenges that I in no way could have been prepared for or known about, is because having a baby in 2020 to 2022 is a completely, I think, different realm for many of us new moms. And what was once common as far as having babies just out in the wild is maybe not exactly what I experienced. I was not able to really take him anywhere for 6 weeks, and then I had to be very careful for up to about 3 to 4 months. And a lot of this was because it was a big RSV season, and doctors are really concerned about him potentially getting that. So I had to be very careful. And now there are also some personal challenges outside of just him being a little baby, including not having local family and my husband having a very demanding job. We brought our son home from NICU, and after 10 days, and my husband went directly back into the office. Like, there was no, let's get used to this together for a week or two. It was, okay, you're back to work. And that was just something I had to overcome very, very quickly. But what it didn't allow me is a lot of time to figure out how to be a reseller and a new mom. So I don't want to come on here and make this video that kind of sounding like you cannot resell and be a mom, because that's not at all what I am trying to say. I am just saying that reselling and being a new mom and having a reselling YouTube channel is not necessarily working for me. I love being a new mom so much more than I ever expected. And that might sound bad, but as a new mom who is quickly approaching my 30s, I just wasn't really sure what to expect, this being my first baby and all. But I've been very pleasantly surprised at how just content and fulfilled I feel, even through challenges and just having my life completely turned upside down, essentially, but in the best way possible. So I haven't felt guilty. I haven't felt like an identity loss. I kind of went through that when I left teaching. I definitely have talked about that in previous videos about reselling, as just kind of feeling that identity loss when leaving one career and jumping into reselling full time. But I think I'm taking this as a really good sign that it's okay for me to let this channel go in this sense and kind of branch out into something else. The big question I've been receiving a lot over on Instagram is like, will you quit reselling? Will I quit reselling? And that is a no. I have continued to resell since he was born. I didn't shut anything down. I was on the phone with eBay a couple hours before my son was born. That might sound crazy to you, but there was something that came up and I had to call eBay, and that's just how it was. And so I came home after a couple days of having my son and had a big sale and was shipping and doing all of that. And I have not shut anything down other than for holidays with family postpartum. So I will continue to resell, but on a very different schedule and timeline. So no, I currently have no plan to quit or just stop reselling altogether. I have really enjoyed being able to resell at my own pace, even though sometimes it's frustrating. I built up a huge backlog of inventory. A lot of it was winter stuff, and I still don't have it all listed because as soon as I seem to figure out one schedule with my son, he changes developmentally, and what was working for me to get some work done then changes. And so I haven't gotten all that listed, which can be a little frustrating when I see this unlisted inventory still sitting in boxes. I have to kind of let that go and know that I'm doing what's best for him and for us. And so what I see and what this has become for me is just a side hustle, a part-time gig, and my son will start daycare in the mid-May. I'm filming this the end of March. So in a very short amount of time, he will be going to daycare part-time, and that will allow me to hopefully create a better routine for reselling. It's just not something that I've been able to do in the past almost 7 months with him at home being the full-time caregiver. Plans for moving forward. You know I'm going to continue reselling. I might share some reselling content here and there where it fits because I'm always going to be a thrifter. Probably be thrifting some kids' clothes and kids' items. But my main focus for this channel moving forward is actually to just rebrand. That means probably a name change. I just haven't quite settled upon that name yet. And then to focus on mom content with a broad range. So allowing this channel to kind of grow and change with the needs and changes of my family. So I'm really excited about this. Like, it's just, when I think about it, like I have a never ending list of topics and ideas in a way that I never did with reselling. And I felt kind of pigeonholed into a very, very narrow corner, I guess, with reselling. And this is something that I'm getting so excited about. And I'll be able to share tips and tricks, product reviews, recipes, and whatever just kind of comes up. So what I'm not going to be doing with this channel, I'm not here to tell you what to do and how to do it. You're the parent. What I hope to be is a resource, a virtual mom friend, and a cheerleader, because being a parent is so hard. Anyway, if you're interested, you can also follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I did change my handle on Instagram to just my name, Monica Freed, because that account is going to be more personal. It may include some like home decor, home renovations, maybe I'll make some reels, things like that. And I feel like I can just keep that as a more personal account, share some kid stuff, share some mom stuff, but just have this channel be more focused on the mom content, the parenting content. So if you have any questions or content ideas that you would like to see, please leave them down in the comments. Thank you so much for taking a moment to click on this video, and I'll see you in the next one.